from New York, where Rodan and Godzilla wreak havoc on the city. Oh, no, that's Tokyo. It's Late Night with David Letterman. Tonight, comedian Billy Crystal, actress Larraine Newman, and the producers of television's greatest commercials, Joey Albrecht and Scott Garrett. And now, a man who poses the greatest threat to the Mexican peso, David Letterman.
Thank you. Welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is camera night, so for those of you... it's exciting. New York this time of year, despite the fact that the Mets lost last night, they are ecstatic, ladies and gentlemen. In 5 weeks, the Mets play the Cubs, so they can hardly wait. Did you have a good day today, Paul?
Good day? Are you kidding? I hear you have mice in your house. Is that true, though?
Yeah, I do. I still have the mice. Well, did you do anything of interest that we should share with the...
The day went by. I'll tell you. You know what I did? I played the album from the Magic Show today, a show that I started my career in New York when I was playing in the Pit on Broadway.
Wait a minute. You sit in your apartment and play show tunes?
Well, in this particular case, a show that I used to have to go and do 8 times a week on Broadway, just to remind myself that it's better now.
Oh,
I think.
It is better now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What is it, ma'am? Oh, Bermuda. You want to sing Bermuda?
That oldie, that moldy oldie. People still want to hear that old thing? I don't think.
Go ahead.
Just for all time's sake.
Just one brief pass at it.
Hey, Bermuda. It's a cuckoo place. It's a nutty kind of place. Bermuda.
Yeah. Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, Paul Schaefer. We got a good show for you tonight. Let me tell you who else is here. We have about 3 dozen people from Brooklyn. We're going to bring them down in a minute. We had kind of a interesting situation transpire here earlier. Kind of a miniature kidnapping right here in the studio. Billy Crystal is here tonight. Also, Larraine Newman. And people who have produced an interesting television program that will be on. When is it on? We don't know. They'll... Good heavens, we can't be responsible for everything here. They produced it. They'll tell us when it's on. Joey Albrecht and Scott... May 8th, ladies and gentlemen. It just came to me, that program will be on May 8th. Television's Greatest Commercials is the title of the show. And also tonight, a major announcement about policy, a new policy statement here on this show, or however you want to say it to yourselves at home. But that'll be coming up later tonight. Now, last night, you may remember that I went out into the hallway and turned right and went to the elevators to greet the droves of co-workers here at the RCA building. And I thought that would be a great idea and a lot of fun. And if you saw it last night, you know that it was neither. And so, because I have such overwhelming confidence in this particular idea, going down to greet people as they get off the elevators, and also to kill some more time, we're going to try it once again this evening. Walk this way, won't you? How do you do? Nice to see you. I'll be right back, by the way. Hi. How you doing? Nice suit. This is, of course, the hallway where it all began. We're trying it to... How do you do? Once again, and we'll be going down here to the elevators. And this gentleman, of course, you know by now. This is Bob Rooney, ladies and gentlemen, and how you doing? Fine, Bob. Bob Rooney night will be May 9th. Now, let me just say a word here. I have received a lot of criticism, and the show has received a lot of criticism. They say that we're using Bob Rooney night to hype ratings, being that we are in a rating period, and people say, gee, what a coincidence that Bob Rooney night falls during one of your rating periods, and then they kind of look at me. And this kind of criticism hurts because Bob Rooney night, historically, for years and years, has been celebrated when, Bob?
May 9th.
May 9th, so it's just a coincidence. Thank you very much, Bob. We'll be looking forward to that. And now, once again, we're approaching the bank of elevators. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different elevators. How do you do? Nice to see you, sir. How are you? And let me just again refresh your memory. We have the gifts for the folks as they get off the elevator. Here we have the steaming hot towels. And, of course, we have the gift assortment, the facial blotters and the sponges, and, of course, the new item, the late-night duck sauce. And we couldn't be happier with these items. So we also have some glossy photos of Bill Wendell, our announcer over there. So when people are getting off the elevator, and this time of night, it's teeming with people who work in the building, visitors, snipers, would-be assassins. They all come through this particular bank of elevators, and in just a minute, well, there's an empty one there, but see, that's pretty much the concept that we're interested in. And before you know it, I'll be visiting perhaps people that you know who work here, and there's an elevator right there. Let's see who's on board, as they say in the elevator. Hi, how are you? Do you have a minute? I feel like a Mooney. Do you have a minute? Could you come here, please? What is your name, ma'am?
Roberta.
Roberta, and do you work here in the building?
Yes, I do, David.
And what good heavens. Giant doorknob. Did you know anything about this, Roberta?
No, David, it's no.
Get that off of there. Good heavens. Now, what do you do in the building?
I'm a reporter.
Oh, you are a reporter?
Yes.
For whom?
For WYNY Radio.
Uh-huh.
You know where Dr. Ruth lives?
That's right. And you had something wrong with your hand there. What happened there?
Well, I had a little problem with it. I cut it.
Oh,
shaving.
Okay. Kind of office policy up there at WYNY. Shave your hands before you come to work. Would you like a hot towel, Roberta? Okay. Two hot towels? One for Dr. Ruth, so she can freshen up. And here is the late-night gift assortment, your blotters, your sponges, and your duck sauce. Thank you very much. That was Roberta. Excuse me. Oh, we saw these guys last night. And there goes Roberta. There goes Frank Field, and once again the calm after the storm, ladies and gentlemen. It's we have what 8 elevators, did I say? And thousands and thousands of people. While we have a minute, it might be. Excuse me. Let's just go over here and let's just see who's on. No, you can come out. Do you want to stay in, or people are rather not getting off the elevator? This is actually a member of our staff here. How do you do? Nice to see you. What are we pointing at? Oh, one behind me. Okay. And once again, the empty elevator. Well, this is kind of an ugly development, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hiram Bullock and Paul Schaefer and Will Lee. Sure, take those photos, gentlemen, and get your hot towels, for heaven's sakes. Yes, those are scalding hot, aren't they? Okay. Is that we don't? What? Okay, let's just see who's on this. Ladies and gentlemen, here's a. Excuse me, just a moment. This man's name. This is the truth. Tell him your name.
I can't. I'm embarrassed.
Tell him your name. No, tell him. Honest to God, tell him the name.
Bucky Gunts, and it's not pretty.
Bucky Gunts, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bucky, and yet he was able to find a job. Congratulations, Bucky. Nice to see you, sir. Sure, go on about your business, Bucky. We have to go away for a commercial. We'll be right back with Billy Crystal and all kinds of other stuff. Welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. My first guest tonight opens at Harrah's in Lake Tahoe next Friday night. By the way, we're chartering a bus here at Late Night, and if you'd like to get in on that fun, give us a call at the office. My next guest is a very talented and funny man. Please welcome Billy Crystal.
Billy, how are you? Nice to see you, sir.
So, I am now president of the V fan club.
Yes.
So I got this here. This is the most disgusting thing I've ever done.
Now, that's the only part of the show that I liked in V when they
You did?
When the guy ate a mouse and then his girlfriend ate what appeared to be a small raccoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very exciting.
But it was badly animated too, because it was like that thing you do for home movies. I'm swallowing a whole pickle.
Yeah, that's right.
And back you.
Yeah.
Makes you run for a cable company, doesn't it?
Yeah, cable. Now, sure. Cable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have cable?
I have the cheapest cable company in the world. It's Bob's Cable.
Bob's Cable.
And it's not. The one thing that I do get on cable that I like is I think you get it here. A show called Couples.
Yeah, I don't think it's on cable. I think it's just on a channel, isn't it? Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
I get Channel 9 out there. We get WOR from here out there, so I get to keep up. I get to see Tom Carvel. You know, I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you participate in Carvel Ice Cream Store. I have the most disgusting voice on television. Father's Day is coming. Get Dad a tie cake. As they have one whale cake, and they use it for the Santa Claus
That's right.
cake and everything.
Fudgy is also Santa, and
He's also, yeah.
Dumpy the pumpkin.
Save the whale cake, and then you cut the head off. It doesn't make any sense.
Now, how are things going for you generally? You're going to be at Lake Tahoe.
Yes,
That's
I've
quite
been
a nice place.
working. Yeah, I like it there. It's more relaxed than Vegas. Less lime-colored leisure suits, you know.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it there. I'll be there with Neil Sedaka. But I've been on the road a little bit too much, I think. You know, when you come home, finally, and you eat your own dining room, your own plates, and you take the plates and put them outside the front door, you know you've been on the road a little bit too long.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
It is a big mistake
Yeah,
to do, because
yeah.
they don't come to clean up.
Yeah, now I was talking about the Mets earlier. The Mets are not having a good year so far. The Yankees are just hovering at 500 or below 500.
Yeah.
And I know you're a huge sports fan.
Yeah, I'm wearing a jock now, and
Good for you.
I approached it that way. You know what's turning me off about sports in general is the contracts are getting more press time than the playing. You know, like when Herschel Walker, who's a great talent and a great break for a 20-year-old kid, gets $5 million.
Yeah.
You didn't get that kind of offer at Ball State, did you?
No, I didn't.
And this is a great break for this guy, you know? And they interviewed people in Athens, Georgia, his hometown, about it, because they were a little upset because the University of Georgia's out for the bowl games, they think, you know? They interview people and they go, sir, how do you feel about Herschel getting $5 million? Great break for the kid. Well, we're very, very upset with Herschel. Well, he's only 30 credits shy of his degree. And you go, but he's making $5 million. Yeah, but he's going to need something to fall back on. As he does, it's called interest.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. $5 million.
$5 million. But the contracts, I mean, we're in a very overpaid business, too, you know.
Speak for yourself.
So, okay. But like in baseball now, the new thing is incentive clauses.
Yeah.
You know, where a guy gets $1 million flat, guaranteed, no matter what. But then on top of that, he needs an incentive. So if he wins the MVP, it's another $100,000 and on and on and on. But there's no decentive clause that if the guy screws up, he should give something back. You know, because our ticket prices go up about it. So what I think they should do for incentive is announce the guy's salary when he's up. You know?
The PA announcer or
Yeah.
the...
Batting third, Steve Garvey, $1.6 million. That'll make you go.
Yeah,
you know, a
sure.
little
It puts everything in perspective.
Yeah.
We are going to go away for a commercial. Don't
All
worry.
right.
You looked a little panicked. Color drained from your face.
No, it's the taste of that mouse.
Oh, yeah. But we'll be right back with Billy Crystal and all kinds of other stuff. Welcome back to this program, and this gentleman is Billy Crystal. We were talking about inflated sports salaries. You were quite an athlete yourself.
Yeah, I was Still am a pretty good baseball player.
Yeah.
Play a lot. But I get injured too much. Always end up in the emergency rooms and stuff like that. I was sitting in the emergency room here yesterday.
Really? For what?
I twisted my ankle real bad. Get into emergency room at, what was it, Lenox someplace. New York emergency rooms always sound the same.
Yeah.
You know? Nice minute. My friend accidentally stabbed himself in the back. 29 times. He said he was loading his knife and it just went off. So I am accident prone.
Is this a true story about you and Jackie Gale on an airplane?
Oh, God,
I know everybody's got a Jackie Gale airplane story.
Well, then I don't have to tell it then. I was playing in Las Vegas last week, and I had, it's going to sound funny, but I had an important softball game to fly back to L.A. for. I'm in this league, and it's real competitive, and I couldn't miss this game, right? So I fly in, my friend Bruno...
And you mean you're jeopardizing a paying date in Las Vegas to go play softball for free?
Well, I knew I wouldn't slide.
Oh, well, then sure.
So my friend Bruno Kirby picks me up at the airport, my uniform, the whole
Bruno
thing.
Kirby?
Yeah, he's a wonderful actor. He played Clements in Godfather 2.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh, he's great. But it's a great name.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he's a catcher with that name, Bruno. So, so he takes me to the game. I'm in my uniform. The whole thing, we play the game, and he forgets that he's got all my stuff in his car, and he takes off. So he's got my plane ticket, my wallet, my money, everything. It's 2:30. I got to make a 3:10 plane out of Burbank back to Vegas to do 2 shows. Nowhere to be found. And I'm really in a panic now because if you miss the shows, it's, you know, what did you miss the shows for? And then you can't say, I had a softball game. Yeah, I have a life and you don't. So, fortunately, thank God my wife was there and she had no money but a credit card. So we run back to Burbank Airport. It's 5 to 3. 10 after 3, the plane leaves. It's a long line. She gets me the ticket. As I'm running up the runway with spiked shoes, a uniform that says Coney Island Whitefish, which is the name of our team, I run up the thing, and she yells, she has a great sense of humor, have a great game, okay? People will recognize me. I'm sitting on the plane. My spikes are catching in the rug of the thing. And I sit down, feeling like a total idiot, got the hat on, bleeding scab. I did slide. And I got this whole thing. And hand reaches out like this. I look over, it's Jackie Gale, who's a really fine comedian. And he's been doing it for a long time. I said, hi, Jackie. He goes, would you tell me why I'm not working in Las Vegas more? I'm funny. I'm funny. Totally ignoring the fact I'm in a uniform and spiked shoes. So then he does this whole, I'm fine, do 3 shows a night, for God's sakes. The Brooklyn Fox killed them. Down, they're down.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Billy. I'm telling you. So I'm sitting there like a moron. And finally he notices this, and he says, would you have a game this morning or something? What are you doing? I said, no, I'm in the middle of the game, Jack. A guy just hit the longest fly ball I've ever seen. So the thing about it was, I have luck like this all the time. I'm sitting there on a Republic airline from Burbank in this outfit, and the part about it that's funny is I was the best dressed person on the plane.
Oh,
You know that.
That's a bad sign. Sure.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Now, tell me about your dog.
My dog, Abby. You're a big dog fan.
I like dogs.
Yeah.
I like them. I like them just fine.
Yeah.
I do. I like dogs. I like dogs.
I got one.
I have 2.
You do, Bob?
Bob and Stan.
Right.
I do. I like them.
Here's another nice mess you've left on the rug here,
Yeah.
Stanley. All right, so I have... dogs can do that. They can talk. But the problem is, she's a golden retriever. She's about 6 months old. And the problem is, in California, I mean, I know you've been having a small rodent problem, right?
Yeah.
All right. I have a coyote problem.
Oh, that's vicious. That's nasty.
Have you had that when you were out?
No, fortunately, no.
It is the strangest thing. Now, I lived in New York most of my life. I've had mice. In tap shoes. I've had, like the best mice. To come home and have a coyote around your garbage is a whole other thing because they're real defiant and they're like tough little New York street kids. I'm gonna stand up. You pull up and they're around your garbage doing this. And you pull up and they do this. What are you gonna do? Get out of your car? I'm a coyote. Oh. Come on. So then you do what every normal human being does. You put your brights on and you honk your horn.
Yeah.
They do this, right? Wow, I'm scared. 2 steps and I do it again. They hit you where they get. So what the thing is, they're after my dog.
Yeah, they...
But not to hurt it. They're like Moonies. They talk to it through the chain link fence. You know, come on, be a coyote. So they're very smart. Coyotes have been around since the beginning of time. Oh, they are. Come on, we'll eat wild game. Forget the dog food. So they're smart, these things. They come to the house in disguise.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sitting at home. Bing bong. I'll get it. Who is it? Telegram. Honey, it's the Coyotes again. It is. I bought a watchtower from them last week. Come on. So it's...
That's ugly.
It is ugly.
Now, we're going to go away here again. You're going to Harris and Lake Tahoe? That's
next
beautiful
Friday.
up there.
Yeah, and I'll be at Queensboro Community College on this Friday.
Good for you. Anytime you want to come back and see us,
Thank you.
please
Always
do.
a pleasure.
Billy
Thank you.
Crystal, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Really funny, but... Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, on this very program, we will have, from the Cincinnati Reds, Johnny Bench will be here, and also George Burns. That's tomorrow night. Circle your TV guide, if you will, won't you? Now, you know, one of the most difficult things about doing a show like this is getting through those embarrassing moments when a guest comes on without a film clip and then has nothing to talk about. Often the guest has simply forgotten to bring along a scene from his or her latest movie or TV special, or worse, they just don't have one at all. So as a special service to those guests without clips, Late Night is now making available a general all-purpose film clip to whomever would like it. Now, the clip is the controversial beer scene from the X-rated film We Girls. Now, before you see it, try to look beyond the alternative lifestyle it presents, which may challenge some of your cozy assumptions about morality. Concentrate instead on the crisp dialogue and the sharp delineation of character. Now, let me demonstrate how the Late Night clip will work. Our next guest has been with us on the show many times. He's a very good friend of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a fine actor, Larry Bud Melman. So, I understand you just got back from vacation.
Yes.
Yeah, how was that?
Fabulous.
Yeah, where'd you go?
Mexico City,
Yeah.
Tosco, and Acapulco.
Yeah, plenty of women and booze and stuff?
Oh, yes, in that order.
Now, how's your career going? Have you been busy lately?
No, to be perfectly frank, Dave, I'm kind of hard to employ.
Kind of hard to employ.
Yes.
Why would that be, would you guess?
Well, just
Hard to employ.
hard to employ.
Well, so I guess there's no point in asking if you brought along a clip tonight. Is there a film clip?
Me with a clip? That's rich.
Yeah. Did you get a lot of sun on vacation?
Not as much as I wanted.
Not as much as you like.
No.
Well, don't worry about not having a clip, Larry. You're certainly welcome to use ours.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
I really do appreciate that.
I'm sure you do. Now, do you need to set this up in any fashion?
No. We'll be looking at the controversial beer scene from the film We Girls. The only thing I should ask is please try to look beyond the brash language of the scene and the frankly sensual lifestyle it presents.
Okay, so the folks at home watch their TVs, watch your monitor. Here comes our late night generic film clip.
Okay, dear.
Can I get some beers over to the other couple here?
Hey, Jack.
I brought you a couple of beers.
Great.
There you go.
Thank you.
For
I'm
you?
going to see if Francine needs any help with the steaks.
Sure. That's quite a lady you've got there.
Yeah.
Can I have a beer? Sure. Thanks. Good dressing.
These sweaters are something else, aren't they?
Uh-huh. Who's that?
That's Diana. She'll be at the party tonight. She's the hot number.
It's gonna be quite a hot party.
Yeah, you can bet on that.
Wow. That's amazing. Really nice. Really nice. So that's how the generic clip works, and we're going to continue with the show. Welcome back. Where'd you go on vacation last year?
Nowheres.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Where are you going next year?
Europe, I believe.
Oh, Europe. Wow, that's pretty exciting, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward.
Do you speak any foreign languages?
No, very little of any language.
Okay, well, good luck to you, and we'll see you soon. Larry Bud Melman. Stay right there, Larry. No, you don't need to. We'll be back with Larraine Newman. Thank you. Welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen. My next guest is a very funny and versatile actress and former not ready for primetime player. She has built a successful career on television, in motion pictures, and on stage. We're delighted to have her back with us here again tonight. Please welcome Larraine Newman.
Larraine, nice to see you again. How are you?
Thank you very much for being here. That's a terrific looking dress.
Thank you.
And you have gloves on there, don't you?
Are they too formal?
No, they're metallic in nature, aren't they?
Yeah, I got them from Merlin. He gave them to me.
Merlin?
Yeah, from Camelot.
Yeah, well, it's a different look, those gloves.
Yeah, I like them.
How are things? What's new in your life, as they say?
Well, I've undergone a somewhat radical metamorphosis, and it's something I'd really like to share with everybody. It's basically a philosophy that really distills the finer elements of narcissism and selfishness.
Oh, great.
And I call it neo-superficialism, or new superficialism. And it's like an evolution or devolution, if you will, of the me generation. And I really feel that I've always been heading towards this kind of a lifestyle because, you know, like anybody, I've always had you know, character building experiences in my life and teenage angst. I mean, I was, you know, underweight and I had acne and curly red hair. I wore a body brace for 2.5 years for a spinal deformity. And, you know, you can come out of something like that and really tend to be introspective and profound. But I was able to maintain a shallow and frivolous nature, and I was really happy about that. And specifically what this lifestyle dictates is, for instance, a feeling I've always had is, how cute can I look when I perform certain deeds? That's really the utmost important thing for me. And, you know, basically, you know, scratch the surface and you'll see my skin. And nothing further than that. And also what I've done is I've altered my physical appearance. Now, I've had cosmetic surgery, or what I like to call a deliberate and intentional mutation. And, you know, when you say to someone, well, I've had my nose done, and they say, but I loved your old nose.
Yeah.
And I say, well, please, don't use the word old. I'd like former or previous, not old.
Yeah.
And, you know, but basically, let's face it, I mean, they're lying. I mean, you know, it was me that they liked, not my nose.
Right.
So I had every right to do that, and I did it. And I did something with my hair, which, what's that, babe? Thank you. Thank you a lot. Now, I tried to search for a specific look for my hair, and I thought, well, what could be more culturally vacant than adopting a kind of a Pebbles and Bam Bam Flintstone look, you know? And, I mean, this hair has been processed. This is a straightening job. I mean, you take the substance I put on my hair and put it on, like, Hiram's hair, you know? He'd be able to do this, you know, with no problem at all. You know, but I literally, I still have to use a lot of devices to make it straight. And I started to do bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding.
Yeah, and I gained 15 pounds, and Dave, it's all muscle.
Great.
And I'm really thrilled. So now, it's just a matter of trying to live my life in as frivolous and shallow a way as possible.
That's great.
You know?
That's now. Does this require any meetings? Is this a group kind of thing? Do you?
Not at all, no, really. I haven't really got what is called followers of any kind, you know. It's something that I've created for myself. I mean, I can apply it in anything I ever do. If someone were to ask me something like, ask me something about Reagan's speech that was a couple weeks ago about...
the threat in Central America.
Yeah,
What
exactly.
about the presidential Reagan speech about the threat of communism encroachment in Central America?
It was really sad, wasn't it? You know, I mean, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't have to read.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to do anything.
All right, let's try another one. What about the economy? A lot of people are out of work who formerly had jobs in solid industry.
Yeah, that's no fun, is it?
No, it really isn't. Now, what about life after death?
Well, I can see that's a little too complex, and God, you know, I can't have any kind of indication of duplicity or complex thinking. I would only say that leave a good-looking corpse. You know?
Yeah. What about where we are in the universe? How would you define our position, first of all, in the universe, and then define the universe for us?
Well, our position in the universe, if you had a picture of the galaxy, I could probably, like, circle the Earth, you know, with a pencil. And I would say the position of the universe itself, well, you know, that's a little too far out for me.
Yeah. So these kind of things you don't have to worry about.
Not at all.
Well, that's great. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And it's a full, rich, rewarding existence for you.
It's all of my information is derived from coffee table books. You know, and it's just terrific.
That's great. That's wonderful. And now, in addition to this, which I think ought to be enough, I mean, I understand you brought a clip from a project of yours.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
Now listen, I just want to say that now the film is called We Girls. There's a very controversial scene, and I just want you to look, you know, beyond the language and the frankly sexual lifestyle that is implied.
Kind of an important statement, nonetheless, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. This will be Larraine Newman, ladies and gentlemen, and a clip from We Girls.
Okay, dear.
Can I get some beers over to the other couple here?
Hi, Jack.
I brought you a couple of beers.
Great.
There you go.
Thank you.
For
I'm
you?
going to see if Francine needs any help with the steaks.
Sure. That's quite a lady you've got there.
Yeah.
Can I have a beer? Sure. Thanks. Good dressing.
These sweaters are something else, aren't they?
Who's that?
That's Diana. She'll be at the party tonight. She's the hot number.
It's gonna be quite a hot party.
Yeah. You can bet on that.
That's amazing. It's truly amazing. It's a pleasure to see craftsmen at work, and it was great seeing you. And congratulations on this wonderful philosophy.
Thank you.
Continued success to you,
Thank
Larraine
you.
Newman, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back, folks. You bet. Thank you, folks. Welcome back to the program. My next guests are the producers of a very entertaining program which will air on NBC, this very network right now that you're viewing, Sunday, May 8th at 8 p.m. The name of the show is entitled Bigger and Better, Television's Greatest Commercials 3. Please welcome Joey Albrecht and Scott Guerin.
Joey, how are you? Nice to see you. Scott, how are you? Nice to have you here, sir.
For those who may be watching now and have not seen the previous two programs, what are we talking about? What is the show?
Well, the show is an hour of solid commercials. And when John McMahon first came to us, who was president of Carson Productions, and said, how would you like to do a special for us that's an hour of commercials? We kind of went, huh? You know? But we found in putting the first show together that it's a lot of fun, and there's a lot of nostalgia, and commercials that you haven't seen for 20 years or thought about. When you see them, it suddenly, everything lights up in your back at that period of time.
Yeah.
Even more so than clip shows that they do with film clips, because a film you might have seen 2 or 3 times, but a commercial you've seen 1,000 times.
Yeah. What happens a lot of the time, many of the best commercials that are made are much more entertaining than the shows they interrupt, because so much care and time is spent on the commercials. And we've now screened, I don't know, well over 50,000 commercials till we're slightly crazy. And what we find is that there are so many wonderful commercials that are very, very memorable, as Joey said, and also really combine the best qualities of either musicals or dramas or comedy.
All right, now we're going to look at some examples of this, and the first category of stuff we're going to take a look at is...
What we're seeing first is local pitch. That is, in every community in America, everybody has their wild, crazy pitchmen, those closet hams who like to get up and pitch their own products. And what you'll be seeing first is an excerpt from a section we call local pitch.
Okay, so, and from all over the country, these were submitted, I'm guessing. Right. Okay, here we go.
Around, get your best prices. Don't buy anything till you check out Crazy Eddie's earth-shattering anniversary sale.
Hi, kids. Ed Barbara, president of Furniture USA.
Hi, kids. Ed Barbara Jr., general manager of Furniture USA.
Hi, I'm Ollie Fredder, Fredder Appliance.
Hi, I'm Low Profit Joanne.
Here's Cal Worthington and his dog Spot.
Hi, Charlie Miller here for C. Miller Chevrolet. I'd like to get serious for a minute. I buy a year old 78 Chevrolet when I can sell you a new 79 for just a few dollars more.
Hi, I'm here to show you the Volkswagen Rabbit. Comes with two-way glass throughout. You can see in and see out anytime you want to.
I'm the only dealer in Jackson my size never has, never will sell a Japanese car. Holy Toledo, it's got front-wheel drive, rack and pinion steering, and lots of room. A Toyota, Datsun, no way, Jose, it's a Ford.
How do you get to Frontier Sound? You cross the flooded plain till you get to the sluss and cut off the out of the car, cut off your sluss.
Federated's breaking records on everything in audio, video, TV, and tape. So if you're tired of high prices, roll into Federated.
Names you know and trust. Speed Queen, Panasonic, Admiral, Kirby, Hoover, Eisenhower, Truman,
Lincoln, Washington, and Crazy Eddie. This is it. It's Crazy Eddie's greatest clearance sale ever. Crazy Eddie's full lashing prices on specially marked items in his enormous inventory. Stereo equipment, video equipment, color TVs, car stereo CDs, telephone equipment, disco equipment, and
the whole wide world. Crazy Eddie will not ever be undersold.
Good heavens. Is there any evidence that those campaigns are successful? Do they move the merchandise for these people, or just give them a chance to goof around on TV?
I would imagine that those people are probably better off than you or I financially. I mean, they seem to do very well. And, of course, we had New York's own Crazy Eddie.
Yeah.
And when we decided to do this category, we put out the word all over the country, and we got about 3,000 or 4,000 cassettes to watch.
Yeah.
Most of them are not this good.
Oh, so this was the cream of the crop, huh?
You're seeing the best of them. That is, what we were looking for with the stuff that is so campy that it kind of ascends to another kind of humor.
Yeah. We also have some, these would be foreign commercials.
Yes.
That will be on the show. And tell the folks how we assembled these and what we're going to see.
Foreign commercials we've collected from all over the world, and a lot of them are award winners, the Clio Awards or the Abby Awards or whatever. And it's fun to watch because it shows a humor and a style and a way of life that we're not particularly accustomed to.
It's not as hard sell, these things, I understand,
No,
right?
no.
Okay, so we're going to take a look at some of those from all over this great world of ours, ladies and gentlemen.
Technics カセットテープ言音への旅立ち
これがナショナル乾電池ハイトップです。丈夫で長持ちの働き者です。この小さな物体に蓄えられたエネルギーは偉大です。トランジスタラジオならつけっぱなしで百数十時間、時計、カミソリ、テープレコーダー、フラッシュライト、それにおもちゃなどに使えます。私も愛用しているのです。
Pretty impressive. And you also have a section devoted to the work of Stan Freberg, don't you?
Yeah. Stan was, for any of you who don't know, Stan is one of the legendary comedian writers in the business, made his career in radio and on records in the 50s. And he's really one of the pioneering spirits in advertising in that he was a maverick, pioneering mind who ignored all the rules and went for it.
We're going to take a look at an example, some examples of that work.
Pizza, pizza, pizza roll. Have a pizza, pizza, pizza roll. Have a pizza, pizza, pizza roll. Have a pizza, pizza, pizza roll. Up to now, a frozen appetizer was a dreadful bomb. It was nothing you just quickly dropped into a pot and ball. 7 minutes, pizza roll seems to save the day. Appetizers now at last are edible. That's why they say have a pizza, pizza, pizza roll.
I'd like to talk to you about that music you're using.
That's funny. I've been meaning to speak to you people about the same thing.
Have a pizza roll, Kimasabi.
Look for Gino's pizza rolls and serve this new hors
Just take them out of the freezer, pop them in the oven for 10 minutes. That's it.
Who was that masked man anyhow?
I don't know. And I wanted to thank him.
Well, I used to have these terrible headaches right here at the temple, and then I heard about Cheerios and...
No, Cheerios are not a headache remedy.
I'm sorry. I thought you were from a different company.
No,
I've been interviewed so much lately, I just got confused.
no, Cheerios are a breakfast cereal.
My kids eat them all the time.
Very nice. The show is Bigger and Better, Television's Greatest Commercials 3. Joey Albrecht and Scott Guerin, thank you very much. Nice being here. Nice to meet you, folks.
Thank you, Scott.
We'll be right back, folks. Thank you very much, folks. We're done for tonight. I want to thank Larry Bud Melman, Billy Crystal, Larraine Newman, Joey Albrecht, and also Scott Guerin, Paul Schaefer and the band, Mr. Bill Wendell, and the studio audience. Tomorrow night, George Burns and Johnny Bench. Have a good evening, folks. Thanks a lot.